Welcome back to Black Butler Anime Review, episode number 11. We're here reviewing the 51st episode of the series, which is, if I can find it here. Here we go. His Butler Scheming, which is the episode second half of chapter 75. It goes straight to 76, 77. So we show up basically the Blue Miracle. We don't exactly see the Blue Miracle, and this is I in the manga for this portion, so we pick up right left last time where Cecile's father, Vincent Phantom Hive, is like, oh yeah, he's being scolded by the prefect of Greenhorn, of Greenhouse, and like, oh yeah, and of course he hits the book with his like cricket paddle. Yes, the only reason why we're doing cricket here because it's the United Kingdom. Of course we have cricket. Or England, per se. So, and like, okay, so they make a bet. So the bet is that if the loser has to do the winner's one wish. Greenhorn's wish is Vincent Hive to resign. Vincent Hive will decide his after the match. And his team easily beats Greenhouse. And, well, he wants to do is become his drudge. Despite the fact he's a prefect. And it's like, no, and like, oh yeah, they're graduating in a few months. Like, there's no ending date. As for how long it lasted for, don't know. He rides off, and of course, basically chases him off, and that's the Blue Miracle. And of course, then we have the actual match the very next day, where we have red versus blue, and violet versus green. Oh yeah, and all the servants are here from Cecile's house, except for Snake. He's not here. In the manga, they mention the reason why he's not here because he is watching the house. In the anime, they don't give an explanation. We have Taka, Mina Ray, Fenrir, and I think his name is Jason, the one who's the cook. They're all basically happy to cheer on Cecile. Elizabeth next to them, basically, well, because she's going to be their future lady, mistress for the house. And Sebastian's like, huh. Yep, so turns out we see that Blue House is losing to Red House. Well, yeah, by the way, the Indian Prince, he actually is on the team. He's actually a very good cricket player. And Cecile was actually impressed with the fact he wasn't, let's say, he wasn't full of it. He was actually not lying. He was actually really good. And then they have their break. Oh yeah, let's have some mincemeat pie. Except for the beef, it's full of chicken. And then during the match, all except the Indian Prince, this is kind of weird for him, all the members of his team all get sick. Every single one. Well, they all have to go to the bathroom. At the same time. All of them. And because of this, they have to withdraw from the tournament. So for this particular match, Blue House wins. And the match between Violet and Green. Green wins. And we have a rematch with Blue Miracle. So the match is quite interesting, especially since Blue is... So they come an interesting strategy to supposedly beat Greenhouse by having all the players, because basically the Greenhouse players are very good at cricket. So, oh, by the way, they mentioned the flashback that Blue House full of full of wooden spoons. That's what they've heard of them as, and that's kind of how they won. So they basically bat. Like, this is kind of weird how they bat, because cricket, I've never seen cricket play on TV. So the whole thing is trying to hit the thing behind the player. And they throw it like an actual baseball. Except no gloves. Maybe because of Victoria, England. Of course, they throw it like an actual baseball. And they bunt it, or they basically go up in the air. And apparently, if you land it out of bounds... Oh, and they had this weird thing. I've never seen this before where a score like this, unless it's basketball, Well, the points like over 200 points for these like out of bounds and like bases hit. Like it's almost like Quidditch from Harry Potter, but it's cricket. I don't know how the heck the scoring is basically calculated when it comes to the cricket, because one, never played it, two, never watched it, so I have no basis on exactly how to play cricket. If anybody can explain to me how the heck, if the way they play in this anime and the manga, if this is accurate to how they play in the UK, or in the case of Victorian era UK for cricket, please be sure to list the comments below, because I would love to find out if this actually is accurate. So the game goes good for a little while, and then Edward switches with their pitcher. I'm assuming it's the pitcher, and like, oh, by the way, how they're winning with all the eyes closed with a particular cue, having Sebastian play freaking music. Well, a 4 orchestra. Yes, seriously, an orchestra. Now, I don't know if this actually is legal in cricket to have an orchestra playing during an actual match. I have no idea if this is legal, but it's good entertainment for the anime. Gotta hand it to it. And at one point, basically, looked like they're losing. Sebastian hands off to McKellen, which, of course, he goes off to deal with something else. Presumably find a way to have the C1 match. But that's the episode in a nutshell. It's a great episode. And I originally was not going to have this one next. It was actually March Matching Model. I just happened to type it in, and there you go. So, now I got this done. Next up definitely is March Matching Muscles. Which, this one's going to be the penultimate episode of the season. And then after that, I'm going to work on Case Close, and then that's it for tonight. I'm going to try to get everything done. I have 2 more left. And then finally be caught up! Taking over 2 weeks to be caught up. Yes, hopefully. Okay, see you. Bye.